everyone, this is Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer here with you today for a little Wednesday wisdom, and I want to share a story with you about something that happened to me recently, but it started a long time ago. So several years ago, I wrote an article that was inspired by a late night TV commercial. And my husband, being the smart-aleck that he is, I was looking for inspiration, and I asked him if he had any ideas, and this came about. So I'll tell you a little bit more about it in a second. But what happened most recently, about a month ago, I was looking for inspiration again on what to write about for you in my blogs and what to talk about in our videos. And I ran across this old article that I had written. And the interesting thing about it was this time when I read what I had written, it actually nudged me to heed my own advice. So today I'm going to read the article to you first, as it was written all of those years ago. And then I'll explain why it was exactly the nudge that I needed most recently. So let me just pull that up and I'm going to read it to you. It was called, "Do You Have a Flavor Locked Lid Keeping All of Your Potential Inside?" So here we go. I was watching late night TV the other night and wondering what I should write this month's article about. Back then, I only wrote articles once a month instead of now like once a week. Looking for inspiration, I asked my husband if he had any ideas. It just so happened at that moment there was a commercial for coffee that had a flavor-locked lid and it kept all the freshness in. So my loving husband, being the helper he is, said, "Why don't you write about that?" And since my daughters had sparked my thoughts already, I decided to take that challenge. So here we go. I want to begin by posting a few questions to you. Are you holding all of your potential in? Do you think that maybe you've decided to lock in all you have to offer the world? Are you afraid to open up and let the world know who you truly are? Unlike the coffee, where having a flavor lock lid is a benefit, locking in your true potential and not allowing who you really are to come out is not only detrimental to you, but it's not serving the world in the best way possible either. The flavor lock lid may hold in all the greatness, but the greatness can't be enjoyed or benefit others until it is let out, until it gets into some hot water and is allowed to release its full potential and be what it is intended to be. The same goes for you. If you keep all the greatness in, you will not realize your full potential, nor will you be able to share it with the rest of the world. It is only when you let it out, take a few risks, get into some hot water, that you're able to reach your greatness and truly enjoy life. My challenge for you, snap off the lid that keeps your true authentic self locked up inside and fill up your cup with the real greatness that you possess. When you do that, your cup will literally overflow with opportunities and successes and continue to flow out to everyone you touch. Here's to unlocking your potential and filling your cup. So this was the article that I had written so many years ago. Across it the other day, I was like, wow, this is exactly what I need to hear right now. Like it was so timely. And the reason why is because, as I mentioned to you last week, I'm in the works of creating a podcast for you. And I'm really excited about it. But truth be told, I've wanted to do this for over a year now, and I haven't put it out there. I've been putting it off. Why? Well, perhaps I've been holding all of my own potential in and not sharing that goodness with others either. So it was like this light bulb went off for me when I read this old article, and I was like, wow, okay, time to heed my own advice here. Because I wasn't taking action. I hadn't been taking action on this decision I had made over a year ago to launch a podcast. And what it really boils down to for all of us, I think, when we hold back, is fear. We keep our potential locked inside for fear of some reason for, and I don't know what your reason is, but if you know that you've got some potential, you know that you want to do something, create something, be something, and you're not going for it, odds are very high there's something that you're fearing. So for me, what it was I was afraid, number one, that it was going to be a lot of work. My time, the availability I have is limited, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much work. There's so much to do, and I kind of got worked up in that, and there was fear that came up around that. I also, like everyone, when we're pushing out of our comfort zone and trying something new, had this sense of fear about, can I even do this? Am I going to be good enough? Am I going to be good at podcasting? And the truth of the matter is, we still don't know yet. The verdict's not out, but I'm going for it anyway. The podcast has been launched. I may really suck at it. And that's okay though, because I'm going for it, because I want to share my gifts with you. I want to give you something, and the only way to release that goodness, just like that coffee, is to unlock the lid, unlock the flavor lock lid, and let it out. So for me, I totally got trapped in those old fears, and what came up were a reminder of some very important lessons. So I want to share 3 of those lessons with you right now. Number 1, fear keeps you locked up more than anything else, and it's the biggest, hardest lock to break. But to reach your full potential, you must break free from it. The second lesson is only I can unlock my potential, and likewise, only you can unlock your potential. And the third is, if you have a desire within you to share your gifts, your greatness, and your goodness with the world, it's important not to keep it locked inside, because there is no doubt that someone needs it. So, think about this. There's so many people who let fear keep their potential locked up and their gifts hidden, even though what they have to share could be really valuable. And no doubt someone needs it. Think about that, right? Who might need you to be showing up fully? Who might need you and your gifts, or the things that you can share with others? Who might need that? I work with clients all the time who have such great gifts and they have such a desire to serve others, but they're holding back in letting that potential out, and the people who need them then are missing out. So I don't want anyone to miss out on your gifts. So I really want to encourage you, take the risk, unlock your potential, and let it out. But remember this, only you hold the key to unlocking your true potential. So let's go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'll have more to come soon about the podcast coming up. Oh, and speaking of the podcast, if you haven't already shared your thoughts with me, I'd love for you to take a couple of minutes and do that by completing the short survey. So I'll make sure that link is with this video, and unlock that potential. Start sharing it with the rest of the world. So until next week, this is Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.